We will get there eventually. I am still just playing around with stuff here. So one thing I'm not seeing is where to give the link to this stream. That's... It seems like an odd oversight. Like, where is my share your stream link? That's really interesting. The dashboard says I've got one person watching me, so if you are watching me, feel free to chime in with Chad and let me know how the hell you got here. Because I don't even know how to do it. Okay, there we go. The dashboard says I've got one person watching me, so if you are watching me, feel free. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Alright. Well, it's because my mic was muted, so that would be why. That should probably be a little bit better. I swear, for whatever reason, OBS is like muting me without me doing it. And I have no idea why. Like, I set up hotkeys for stuff, but it's like they're pressing themselves. Yeah, I've set up a hotkey and I'm not pressing it or doing anything. It's just, it'll just, seems like it mutes me. It's very weird. That's very possible. Probably hear my dog's going ballistic, not the doorbell rang. Yeah, I'm liking that horse. Every once in a while when I'm playing this game, I by no means am any good at this game, but every once in a while, it's one of those things where you just get the right mix of power-ups, and everything goes really well. A lot of times it's when I'm playing this game really quickly, and I just want to do this, I just want to play a game real quick, and then I got other stuff to go do. That'll be when I get every power-up that I need, and it becomes just this godly run that I end up beating the game. It happens almost every time. Or stuff like that happens. Where there's an exploding enemy that I don't know is an exploding enemy. Oh, I don't have any keys, damn it. Sweet. I'm pretty sure that Azazel, this character that I'm playing as, is kind of the easy mode in Binding of Isaac, because you can fly, so you don't have to mess with a lot of the obstacles and stuff that are in the levels. But it's also kind of weird because your energy, your hearts don't work the same. You can't pick up like regular hearts to refill your health. You have the evil hearts or something like that. And you can pick up soul hearts along the way, but you have to be a lot more careful with your health because you can't regenerate the way that most of the characters do. But for me, the trade-off is well worth it. Oh, troll bomb. You can get your vanity URL? I haven't even looked. And I need to set up an actual YouTube page for my my WeAreWoo01 account, so I'm not using my real name. Not that I'm big enough, or that enough people watch me that I need to be worried about anything like that, but yeah, it's not ideal to have my, you know, full name and everything out there for the world to see. Yeah, I don't feel like going there. I hate those things. Oh, good. Scapegoat. Spiders! Not the cool bearded kind. The annoying blinking red kind. Damn, I'm guessing really well with those today. What the hell? Oh yeah! It's a high price to pay, but that's a hell of an attack. This is starting to have potential here with the power of my attack and the amount of distance I'm able to keep from enemies right now. And watch, I'll get destroyed fighting this boss. Oh. Oh, that's right, I was already here. That worked really well. Good evening. I am not sure. I had to be up and going for quite a while before my stream came online, so it could be. I've heard as little as good grief! I've heard as little as 15 seconds, as much as like 40 seconds. Oh, how do I? Oh my god, that room is terrible. Ah. Doing so well too. One room, just absolutely right. Good evening, N. How's it going? Definitely needed that HP up there. Yeah, well, there's a couple different options, Dick. You can set different things for less latency or higher quality streaming, and I think I went with the higher quality streaming on this one just because I was trying to set it as high as I could. I was trying to get 60 frames per second at 720p, so I'm not sure if that's actually working or not. Or if it's looking any better than normal Twitch stream would. Again, it's really all just that's not good. It's all just experimentation at this point for me. It's also why I'm playing a game that I'm not necessarily that great at. It just gives me something to play. So I'm not doing too bad other than my HP situation's not great. Pretty much, yeah. Which in a way you're kind of doing the same thing with Twitch, you're just with what settings you're using. I would like to think I am, but no, I'm most definitely not. I do not stream full time. I do not stream terribly often. So I'm more of a lurker and viewer on Twitch than I am an actual player most of the time. I primarily so far have been playing Mass Effect. I'm going through the Mass Effect trilogy, doing randomized choices, doing dice rolls for all the decisions rather than making the choices myself. I've played through the trilogy half a dozen, the full trilogy I've probably played through half a dozen times. I've played Mass Effect 1 and 2 probably 15 times apiece. Oh, control bomb. Ah, shit. No one was supposed to go through there. here. Who knows what this is going to do? That is my Twitch link there. Give me something. Oh, you jerk! Oh, I'll take that. We'll stick with that. Alright. Messing around with that. Keys. Bomb. Oh shoot. Risk that. My health is too low. I need all the hearts I can get. Something along the way that took my tears down or something, because it's taken me longer to shoot than it should. Will, are you talking about in Isaac or in Mass Effect? And here I'm trying to stay alive, and I'm playing as Azazel. In Mass Effect, I'm playing as, I believe my character is an engineer. I'm up to Mass Effect 3. I just finished the suicide run in Mass Effect 2 a couple days ago. And I will say I am most assuredly not very good at this game. I enjoy playing it, but I am pretty bad. So stuff like that. After I clear a room, I will run right into somebody's shot. I didn't like Mass Effect when I first played it. I had played the Knights of the Old Republic games from BioWare, and I really, really liked those. The first time I played Mass Effect, I did not like it. I am definitely going to die now. I did not like it very much the first time I played it, but I gave it some time, came back to it, and got through my issues with the controls, and ended up really, really liking it. And like I said, I've played it many, many times, so that was very helpful. So yeah. I like the game enough that I'm willing to put myself in horrible situations by randomizing all my dialogue choices and stuff. So I ended up killing 5 of my crew members in Mass Effect 2 when I finished off the suicide mission yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever that was. And that was very painful because I knew it while it was happening that they were going to die. And there was like nothing I could do about it. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. Nope. It's definitely an acquired taste. I mean, the first Mass Effect is very RPG-ish. There's lots of resource management and stuff that's not really my thing. 2 and 3 get more into more traditional shooter-type games, which also were traditionally not my kind of thing, but I don't know, for whatever reason it worked well for me, but I know it's not everybody's bag. And I mean, I'm in a situation where like games like Metal Gear Solid, the new game is coming out next week. I've played like 2 minutes worth of Metal Gear in my life. And I'm very, very, very bad at stealth games. So it's just not my thing. I have Splatoon. I haven't played very much of it. I've got a huge backlog of games that I'm trying to make my way through. But yeah, that's one of them. I mean, I have a Wii U and I love the system. I just if I'm playing stuff like if I'm playing stuff with friends, the Wii U's great. If I want to play online with other people, the Wii U is not great because most of my friends do not have one. But yeah, I have got Splatoon. I've got what did I pick up? I've got the Kirby's Rainbow Curse I gotta play on there. I've got Mario and all the typical stuff. Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. I need to get back to Splatoon. If I do get back to it, I will try to stream it. Most of what it ends up most of the time when I'm actually gaming anymore, I do stream it. Usually over on Twitch because I mean, this was YouTube gaming was not available for today, so obviously I wasn't really using that as an option. Yeah, Splatoon is another one of those things where I like the game, but I am by no means great at it. So if you want to watch somebody die at Splatoon a lot, I am probably your guy. Damn it. I pretty much need to not eat any of the pills that I'm finding, because they all end up being bad. They're all sapping my health, making things much more complicated than I would like them to be. Oh, good grief, it's this guy. Yeah, I am really looking forward to Mario Maker when it comes out next month. That's going to be... I'm going to spend a lot of time on that game. And I'm also looking forward to Yoshi's Woolly World when that comes out. It's already out everywhere other than America, I think. Just we're waiting for it here in the US finally. So I'll be playing that quite a bit too. Close the tears down. I gotta stop doing that. See ya, thanks for stopping in. Ah! Damn it. Just taking too much damage there at the end. Alright, well, welcome back. Unfortunately, I died and ended that last round. I'm not sure how far behind Chad is, but I died about a minute ago fighting Mom's Heart, so don't have an option to go much further than that. Oh boy. Lots of spiders. That's not too bad. Like I said, I'm not very good at this game. Fight another boss? Oh, that's no good. I have not. I actually honestly say I don't know what those are. We'll stick with that. Party. Have a key, I can get in here this time. Kills heal. Oh, that'll certainly help if I can actually kill anything. I wonder if I actually need real hearts for that to work too. 200 persistence. Yeah, that sounds interesting, but I am not quite at the point where I could even race this game. I'm lucky if I can just play it and not die. I tend to make it to fight Mom at the end, usually by accident more than anything else. So yeah, it appears my kills heal power is not doing me any good when I don't have any actual hearts. Let's bank my cash and go die at the boss. Yeah, I need to... What I would need to do to get really good at this game is I would need to play very little other than this game, just so I can... I mean, part of the problem I have is I just don't know what all the power-ups are, so I don't... And I do stupid shit like that. But, I don't know enough about, like, the pills that I pick up and things like that to know what's good and what isn't. So I will get myself into trouble just by... I'll grab pretty much any pill I get, I will grab and I will take. And people who play this game a lot will tell you that's a horrible thing to do. But I'm still just learning what the different pills are, the different cards are, and all that stuff. Yeah, I've watched a few of those guys on Twitch. Not anybody in my... I'm not even in the same sport as them, let alone the same league. I would have to check. I've got a decent amount of hours in it, probably... Well, decent is a relative term. I've probably got like 20 hours in it, something like that. Not a ton, but enough that I know what I'm doing in general. I almost always play as Azazel, which I don't know what that says about me as a player of this game. The flying works for me. I don't like dealing with a lot of the different obstacles and stuff like that. But the health is obviously an issue. Trying to keep your dude alive is the biggest challenge with playing this character. And it leads to me running headlong into the bosses a lot of the time. And taking shots to the face as I try to get close. So any power-up that does range up tends to be my friend. Oh boy. Oh, I hate that one. Lone party. Range down, just as I say I need range pills. So. Exactly. I'm not exactly a responsible child in this game. If something's there, I'll take it. Consequences be damned. Ah. So, see, I'm not good. Yeah, that's what that was. I was watching a couple streams earlier, and that was the consensus was that the Kappa was a very disappointing emoticon. I should just end it because this is not going well at all. Yeah, I knew that was coming. That would have been helpful later on. Yeah, I'm still not totally sure what I think about YouTube gaming so far. I mean, there's some nice stuff to it. I mean, YouTube has had live streaming built in for a while. They just haven't had a gaming focus on it. So shortly after I first got my capture gear and stuff, I did some streams on YouTube. And they're alright. I mean, I think XSplit has settings built into it to stream to YouTube, so you don't even have to mess with configuration or anything. But it's just going to be Just like anything else, they're going to have to convince people to use their service over anybody else's. I am running at 60 FPS, Chris. At least I'm trying to. Again, I'm pretty much just messing around. Yeah, Spider, go ahead and fire me off that review. Yeah, I'm trying to play. It should be at 60 FPS at 720p. That was what I was going for. My bandwidth should allow me to do that without too much buffering or nasty stuff happening. But I've never taken Twitch up to these settings, so I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to work here either. Oh, really? I don't know if I can... let's see, is that something I can change? Hang on just a second. Try and post it again, Spider, see if it works. Good evening, Miner Man 1999. There isn't really a granular section for control of chat so far, but there was a section where it was automatically blocking spam links. So maybe, or spam messages. So maybe it thought a message with a link in it was automatically spam. There's no way. It doesn't look like there's a way to allow like one person to send stuff either. So. Fooey. Good evening, Rafa Skoberg. Alright, I'll check that out, Spider. Oh, it still requires Flash? That's very surprising. As much as YouTube wants to lead the charge to kill Flash, I would have figured they would have been all HTML5 on this. Yeah, I gotta figure the APIs are coming. Because yeah, that's a huge part of Twitch is all the different plugins and bots and follower alerts, subscriber alerts, all that stuff. So there's lots of things they need to keep adding in. I'm assuming they're going to, but I don't know. I mean, it depends on how invested they are in really making a run at Twitch. I mean, they were willing to throw like $1 billion or whatever at it, so they seem to want to be in that space. But Google can also get distracted by a lot of things. Good evening, Brandon Vivarita. I'm trying not to die here, so I might miss a couple things in chat. Since I'm only on the first level of this run, I would like to not die. Yeah, I haven't used the apps too much yet. The people that were in the beta had a lot of really good things to say about the YouTube gaming app. I only used it for about 30 seconds or so myself this afternoon, so I have no can't really say I have an opinion on it one way or another. Damn it, I thought I had a charged up shot. Control mount, damn it. Ah, another one. Yeah, I mean it's gonna depend. They're gonna have to be willing to stick with it for a little while. And again, it depends on how high of a priority of the project it is for YouTube if they're gonna stick with it or not. I would like to see it, you know. Oh boy. What the? Oh, never seen that before. Okay. Well, our health situation is definitely a lot better in this game. 1337 reviews. That's nice. As long as they're willing to play that, you know, that long game and stick it out for 6 months, I think they've got a good start. I mean, YouTube's infrastructure for streaming video, obviously, is about as good as it gets. So they can really attack Twitch in some weak spots, but Twitch also has a big head start in a lot of the third-party integration stuff too. So we'll see. Well, Twitch does have whatever billions worth of Amazon's money, but I don't know how much they've used of that yet. The other thing that's going to be interesting to see is if Twitch or if YouTube relaxes some of its content ID stuff with the specifically with the gaming side. I probably shouldn't have wasted that. I don't know if it's showing up on my camera, but my dogs are messing with me quite a bit here. It's making my already lax skills even more worthless here. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, Google a lot of times does not... They want you to use their APIs, or their apps, or their way of doing things, or nothing at all. So, I don't need paralysis. Health up, I'll take that. Yeah, I figured that was going to be a troll. Yeah, especially, I mean, I could see the way that this is currently set up. I mean, if anybody who's ever tried to watch a live event on YouTube, it's just as bad as Twitch. I mean, the chat gets virtually unusable after a while. just with the amount of trolls and everything else that are in there. And there don't seem to be any kind of mod tools or anything in the chat right now. There probably are. I just haven't looked at the FAQ to set those up or anything yet. Yeah. But, you know, competition's a good thing most of the time. So, if nothing else, maybe, you know, if YouTube gets really good at certain aspects of things, maybe they'll force Twitch to change how they're doing things, give people better access to, you know, like the source options. Maybe that would be something Twitch will start allowing more freely than they do now. Since that's out of the box, you can do that with YouTube gaming. Very liberal with health power-ups in this game, but not so much with any kind of range power-ups or anything, which is making life a little difficult for me. I'll take that. Yeah. Well, pretty much anything that can possibly be exploited by a troll is going to be. Holy crap. This is kind of turning into one of those runs that I maybe expected to not go very long, and I'm just it's gonna drag out, which is good. Nothing else gives me experience a little bit, but you guys explore, don't you? Keys. You guys explore. That was horrible. Oh. Even when I knew it was coming. There's a thing that I saw one YouTuber posted that by default, if you want to follow the same people on YouTube gaming that you do on YouTube, like if you want to follow people you subscribe to, you have to resubscribe to them on YouTube gaming. I haven't checked that out. It was just a thing that they had posted earlier. If that's the case, that's needlessly a pain. Yeah, Brandon, I will constantly give the disclaimer that I am not good at this game. I just enjoy playing it. And in my defense, my shot is all of that far, which is pretty much right in the explosion range of those stupid enemies. So if I'm gonna kill them, I almost have to get it there. I realize it's not a good excuse, but it is an excuse. I'm gonna get hit a lot with this guy too, because I always do. got hit once. I've done much worse in the past. Yeah, I with the little bit that I played with the app, I saw that earlier. You could import your subscriptions. So that's good that that's actually what that does. I hadn't messed with it at all. It makes sense that that would be in there. That would have been a hell of an oversight if they left that out. Because if you're one of your selling points is you're trying to bring in all these people, oh boy, from YouTube and all their built-in subscriber base and stuff, but you don't give their subscribers an easy way to find them on YouTube Gaming, that would just be stupid. Well, I had a lot of health in this run. It was being whittled away very quickly. Really, the amount of health I can hold in that jar is fairly limited. Cheap and cheesy, but I don't care. I needed an easy room. Oh, spiders. I'll take some friendly spiders. Where the hell did you come from? Oh god. I may not live through this room. Oh, that is actually... that is a reasonably helpful power-up now that I know what the hell it does. It's a big one of these things. Great. So that 9 lives power-up saved my ass there. Oh. This guy again. I hide. Nope, I can't. Spiders are about the only thing that's going to keep me alive in this game. Even that's going to be a tough go of it here pretty soon. Oh, good grief. See you, Chris. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, God. Yeah, this... This is going to be the end of me. Pretty easily. Unless these spiders can really help me out. The fact that I have basically 2 hits and then I'm toast is just not going to work well for me. Oh. Oh. I think, Brandon, you're going to be saying that a lot. I've got 2 more lives to go. Oh. Well, the pain can't last much longer, so at least we got that going for us. That was it. Oh, well, I've been at this for a little more than an hour. This is more longer than I was intending to do this. So thanks for everybody that stopped in and watched this and hung out with my little experiment here. Again, like I said, I am by no means good at Binding of Isaac, but I enjoy it for the most part. You know, occasional runs like that where things actually go well, it can be fun. But yeah, most of the time I'm playing Mass Effect or stuff like that. Grand Theft Auto, things like that, over on Twitch. So again, thank you everybody that stopped in. It was cool. And if you want to, I'll type this in here real quick. I'm normally on Twitch. If you want to follow me over there, that's generally where I'm at. I'm also on Twitter at WeAreWoo01. That's where I do most of my stuff. So thanks a lot, Brandon. And I will catch up with everybody later. Thanks a lot for tuning in again, and we'll do this again sometime.